Blondie here. In this lecture, I want to talk about two things. One is gratitude, and the second is how to achieve your goals. But before we get started, I just want you to get comfortable because I'm going to be talking for a little bit. Go ahead and get yourself a nice warm cup of tea, something to drink, some hot chocolate. And the second thing I want you to get before we start is your gratitude journal that was in your box and a pen for writing, because I want you to take some notes, and your gratitude journal is going to be the perfect place to do that. But let me just tell you a little bit about myself. You may not know, I have been with Young Adult Summit from the very beginning. I'm a psychologist. Again, my name is Blondie, and I'm also a burn survivor. So I want to come to you and give you all the tips and tools that none of the rest of us as counselors got when we were growing up, because we think you can benefit so much from learning these things, especially about how to be successful and accomplish your goals. You ready? Okay, first let's start talking about gratitude. What is gratitude? Last year was rough. It may have been hard, or it may be hard now, to think about what you're grateful or thankful for. Some of you may have had real losses. Loss of a loved one, loss of health, yourself or someone else's, loss of a job, loss of income. This might have affected yourself personally or your family. Certainly things didn't go as planned. You missed out on friends, on opportunities, on graduations, on celebrations, and all of us had to adjust. But when it comes to gratitude, what is it? Gratitude is being thankful for what you have, and it grounds you in the present moment. It's the opposite of feeling bad about the past or worrying about the future. It's about appreciating what's happening now. And the research shows that people who are more grateful are happier in their lives because they appreciate their blessings and are more content and peaceful. So take out your gratitude journal now, and I want to go over what it is. It's meant for you to be used every day. There's a little bit of an introduction. You put your name in the front, and it tells you a definition of what gratitude is. I'll let you read that yourself. But the suggested use for the book, take a look at these fun little quotes. It's like every page. For instance, Oprah Winfrey says, "The more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate." Love Oprah. The fun little quotes are there for you every day. But every day you're asked to write down 3 different things that you are grateful for. And I want you to know that these don't have to be amazing things that you write down, because amazing things don't happen every day, right? Being grateful is more like being grateful for the little things, like being grateful for a sunny day, a nice meal, for getting a workout in, for a good talk with a friend. Being grateful is appreciating that you slept better last night than you did the night before. But it takes getting into a habit of being grateful. It's a muscle you need to build, and it takes focus to look for what's good versus what's bad. Why? Because your brain automatically looks for what is wrong. Because your brain has one job, and that's to keep you safe. And that means looking for things in the environment that are threatening. I scan the environment to see who might hurt me. Oh, this guy's cutting me off in his car. My brain starts kicking in because I am in survival mechanism. But being grateful isn't all that helpful if you think about it, right? If I'm out on the tundra and I am a prehistoric man and I sit back and say, what am I grateful for? I'm not ready and prepared for when the saber-toothed tiger comes to attack me. But you have to get in the habit of looking for what is good versus what is going wrong in your life. Make sure, as I said, to use your gratitude journal every day, and I promise that it will get easier and better for you. The more you do it, the more you build your muscle. And I tell my own boys that you either have an attitude of gratitude or you have an attitude. All right, that's the first thing. The second thing I want to talk about is something about success theory. I'm going to give you 5 steps for success, and you can use these for anything in your life. But I want to help you realize your dreams and your goals, because a dream without a plan is just a wish. Get it? What are your dreams and goals? And in the gratitude journal, there are sections that have some blanks, like begin each day with a grateful heart. You can use that section there to start writing down your dreams and your goals. But depending on your age, your goals are going to change. Your goal right now might be to graduate high school in the spring. Your goal might be to save enough money to move out of your parents' house. Your goal might be to find an internship or a job. Your goal might be to go to college. Whatever your goals are, I want you to ask yourself these 2 questions. Is my goal measurable? And is my goal attainable? Okay? Because sometimes people have lofty goals or obscure goals, like I want to be happy. Is it measurable? Is it obtainable? Narrow your goal down to something that's very specific, and then we want to talk about how. And your goals in the course of your life are going to shift and they're going to change. Your goal to graduate in person maybe last year was canceled, and so was your internship and that job that you dreamed of. And I'm sorry, because these are pivotal years in your life, and what you wanted didn't happen. And anxiety has been the theme during the pandemic. No wonder you're feeling overwhelmed and in a slump. But now I want to help you get refocused, and I want to give you these 5 steps how to do it. There is a gentleman who wrote a book, The Foundational Principles of Success. He was a Harvard-trained scientist, and he said, use these 5 steps and it'll help you accomplish what you want. And I use these same 5 steps with all my clients. Step number 1, vision. Number 2, strategy. 3, mindset. 4, persistency, or what we call tenacity, stubbornness. And step 5 is called flexibility. Okay, got the 5? Let's go back. Let me review them. Step 1, vision. If you don't know where you want to go, how will you get there? You can get lost. That's right. How can you accomplish your goals if you don't know what you're striving for? You don't know what you want your future to look like. So the first step to success and getting what you want is to be able to have a vision of what you want your future to look like. And the clearer your vision, the more likely you are to be able to get there. When it comes to vision, I want you to think about these 3 parts. What do you want to accomplish? That's the W. Can you see it? Can you watch it in your mind's eye? Imagine that you're walking across the stage getting your diploma. Can you envision that? What if you want to get the keys to your first apartment? You can vision that in your mind's eye. 2, who is part of this vision in your life? Are other people in this vision with you? Or are you doing this alone? And 3, when do you see this happening? When do you see yourself accomplishing your vision? In the next few months, years, or later than that? Okay, I want you to get clear on your vision, and I want to give you 2 ways to do this. Have you ever heard of something called a vision board? Okay, I have one here. It's just a simple cork board that I used. But here, what you would do on the cork board is go to magazines or even go online and print out some pictures, cut them out, and put them all over your vision board. But the fun thing about a vision board is you can put little scraps of paper, you can put cards that you get, you can put pictures of your friends. And all of these together are creating your vision for yourself. If you don't have a vision board like this, you can simply go online. Have you heard of the app called Pinterest? Pinterest is a wonderful way where you can simply just start an account Go to pictures. Let's say you want to vacation in Belize in the tropics or Mexico. Go to Mexico pictures, pop one, and then put it in your board. If you want to have the vision of yourself graduating, go look under graduate. See if there's a picture of someone throwing up their cap. Take that picture and put it in your vision board. This is what's going to help you actualize your vision. Whether it's a real board or a Pinterest board, the next thing is you want to go back and keep looking at that board. Because the more that you look at it, the more likely you are to manifest it, because now it's not just something far off in the future, it becomes a reality when I keep looking at it. Okay? That's the trick, to keep going back, and if you have it, like in your room, over your bed, keep going back and looking at your vision. Got it? Come to step number 2, strategy. What is your plan to accomplish your vision? What steps will you need to take to get there? What's your strategy, or what are the smaller steps to accomplish your goals? Say you want to move out of your parents' house. How much money do you need to do that? What's going to help you is facts and data. Go online and look in your local newspaper. How much does an apartment, how much does rent cost? The good thing with the pandemic is some rents have gone down. But use a calculator, and how you're calculating your money in and out, and you're balancing all of this, total up how much you're going to need. You have to figure out, is this something that you can afford, and start taking the baby steps then to put that money in savings so that you'll have enough for first and last month's rent, and you have a sense that you'll be able to sustain that rent. Okay? You have to get concrete when you're talking about your strategies for success. So that's the way that you make your vision come true, is to break it down into small, manageable steps that you can accomplish. What if your goal is to go to community college or a 4-year college? What's your strategy? Do you know when the dates are for taking the ACT or the SAT? Are you doing any prep? Are you talking to your school counselor? Because you have to take those steps to make this happen. And when it comes to strategies, you have to be realistic too. It won't help you to have too high expectations. You have to keep it real, because happiness equals reality minus expectations. Take, for example, you're applying to colleges. Usually the strategy is you have high goals, those colleges that are called your reach schools. You know that you're not likely to get in, but if you did, that'd be great. Then you have to have those schools that you know that you could get in, and then you have your definite backups. It would make sense for you to strategize to put all of those into your strategy. Does that make sense? Okay, that's 1 vision, 2 strategy. Now we're going to talk about something that's my favorite, mindset. I'm a cognitive behavioral psychologist. I help people in how they think about things, because how you think is everything. If I think positive thoughts, I can accomplish my goals. I will be able to accomplish my goals. But whatever you tell yourself is the truth. Your mindset is foundational to your success. And believing that you can have what you want and your vision is going to make all the difference. So you have to watch your self-talk. You know, that little voice in your head that says to you, oh, you can't do this. Oh, that might not work. Oh, you might be rejected. That's negative self-talk, right? And if you want to accomplish your goals, you have to change that thinking. No more stinking thinking. You have to overcome the negative thoughts. Take the negative thought, like I can't do it, and replace it with a thought that you believe instead, which is, if I take small steps to my success, of course I'll accomplish it. So stop saying things like, I can't do blank. I can't get a job. Or who would want to hire me? Or I can't eat healthy. Or everyone in my family is against me. Those thoughts will become your reality. Next, ask yourself, what is the evidence that my thought is true? Because sometimes we start thinking and looking again only at the negative. You see how this ties in with gratitude? Start saying, I can make progress on my goals. Why can't I have it? Find some place to write those down as well. Because the more we can do it, and even on a positive affirmation, you could take a little sticky, put it on your mirror. Every day you look at it. Hey, beautiful. Hi. Looking good today. I've got it. I'm doing it. You want to keep reminding yourself that you can. You deserve happiness. You just need to make it happen. And remember, in your journal, that's a great place to do it. All right, step 4, tenacity. You may not know this word, but it's a fancy word for being stubborn. It means you can't quit. Failure is not an option because you can't quit on yourself or your dreams. If you have a vision, you cannot deter from your vision. It wasn't just plopped there by accident. There's a calling for you. And those people who have passion, who have purpose, are happier. It's all a matter of quieting out the outside and what people tell you you should be doing and finding your own inner voice to think of, what am I good at? What do I like? Because life is long, and the two things that you want is you want to feel that you can accomplish it, that you're good at it, and that you're interested in it. Okay, but what happens here in terms of your tenacity is sometimes the best well-laid plans all kind of fall apart. Like you don't get into the school that you want. You didn't get the job that you want. The apartment fell through. The car that you thought you were going to get, your parents gave to your sibling. It's how you handle the disappointments that make a difference. And all of us counselors know we've all had disappointments in our life. And we have to stay focused, clear vision on the next steps. Because these are life lessons, and what am I learning from that? If one door closes, another door is going to open. You have to keep trying. And one of my favorite quotes, you might know this one, by John Lennon, everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. Keep remembering that. Even write that quote down in your journal. Step 5, the final step, flexibility. You're going along with your vision, check. Your strategy, check. You believe you can do it, positive mindset, check. And you're stubbornly doing what you said you should be doing. But all of a sudden, you get to college and you hate it. You start a job and you realize it's not a good fit for you. Now what? Do I have to keep doing something though I hate it that much? You have to be flexible enough to pivot and to trust yourself that no matter what you do, you're going to make it okay. And if nothing else, we learned from last year as a great example that we were forced to have to pivot and be flexible. You had to be flexible enough to do school from home. I know I had to be flexible enough to do therapy from my computer. And your job might have ended or you didn't get what you were counting on. But the most successful people feel their feelings. That stinks. That's horrible. We can't just gloss that over. But after they feel their feelings, they pick themselves up and they go back and they say, who am I and what can I do and can I start again? Okay, do you got that? I want you to be grateful and I want you to be successful. And this is the way to be grateful. Write in your journal. And don't forget the 5 steps to success, right? Vision, strategy, mindset, tenacity or persistency, and flexibility. Because here at Alyssa Ann Rushburn Foundation, we're rooting for you. And what I don't think personally is that luck is something that just happens to you. Or there's some people that are lucky and some people that aren't. When it comes to success, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. Are you prepared? Are you creating opportunities for yourself? Good luck to you, and we're here, and we'll see you at the live sessions. Thanks.